What if I told you that the San Francisco 49ers might be eyeing a game-changing cornerback from Michigan in the upcoming draft? That's right. Rumors are swirling that they could snag a player who not only fits their defensive scheme, but also has the potential to become one of the league's best. With two solid starters already on the roster, this move raises questions. Is it the right strategy, or could it hinder the growth of a rising star? Stay tuned as we break down the implications of this potential pick and what it means for our beloved Niners. Daniel Jeremiah from the NFL Network has thrown a curveball our way, projecting that the San Francisco 49ers will select cornerback Will Johnson from Michigan in the upcoming draft. Now, let's be honest. This team has needs in nearly every position. The defensive backfield? Sure, it could use some bolstering. But do we really want to prioritize a cornerback when we have glaring holes elsewhere? With Diamador Lenoir and Renardo Green already in the mix, both of whom have proven their mettle, Lenoir just inked a 5-year extension, and Green made a splash last season as a rookie. It feels like cornerback isn't exactly a pressing need. Johnson has the potential to be one of the top cornerbacks in the league quite quickly, and I get the allure. His height and agility fit perfectly into a division that's home to some of the toughest wide receivers out there. But let's not forget, selecting him could stunt the growth of Green, who's clearly on the rise. Is that a risk we're willing to take? And then there's the elephant in the room. Our trenches. We've seen the 49ers struggle with depth and consistency on both the offensive and defensive lines in recent years. If we had addressed those needs in the past drafts, picking Johnson would feel a lot more justified. But here we are, still, waiting for that solidified foundation. It raises a critical question. Are we drafting for the future or simply reacting to our current roster? Honestly, I'm torn on this. On one hand, bringing in a talent like Johnson could elevate our secondary significantly. On the other hand, it feels like we're missing the bigger picture. The 49ers can't afford to neglect the trenches any longer. So, what are we thinking, faithful fans? Is this the right move, or should we be focusing elsewhere? Your thoughts matter in this debate. I want to hear your opinions down below. Are you excited about the possibility of adding a cornerback like Johnson? Or do you believe we should prioritize our offensive and defensive lines? The San Francisco 49ers have once again caught the attention of fans and analysts alike, as they eye former second-round pick Asante Samuel Jr. in free agency. With the impending loss of veteran cornerback Charvarius Ward, who is set to hit the open market, the 49ers find themselves in a critical position. It's a need that can't be ignored, especially in a league where solid cornerbacks are harder to come by than a good cup of coffee on a Monday morning. Samuel Jr. had a tough season. Last year, limited to just 4 games due to a shoulder injury. But let's not forget, he's got the pedigree. A former Florida State standout who impressed in his rookie year with the Chargers. The 49ers saw success with a corner from the same school last year, so there's a clear connection here. With the playmaking mentality and quick-footedness that Robert Saleh's defense demands, Samuel Jr. could be a solid fit. However, the question looms, can he shake off the injury concerns? The last thing we need is a player who's gun-shy about tackling due to worries about his shoulder. His tackling stats from the past seasons raise eyebrows, a staggering 28.7% missed tackle rate in 2023 alone. For a team that prides itself on a tenacious defense, that's a red flag. But here's where my heart gets torn. On one hand, Samuel Jr. brings a skill set that could elevate our secondary. On the other, the injury history makes me hesitate. If he's healthy, he has the potential to be a game changer. But if those shoulder problems linger, we might find ourselves in a tight spot. And don't forget, cornerbacks are crucial in today's NFL. They need to tackle and defend as much as they need to make those highlight reel plays. With a valuation of $1.8 million annually, he's affordable and could compete with a draft pick for a starting role. But can we really rely on a player with so many what-ifs hanging over him? It's a gamble, and frankly, it makes me uneasy. So here's my question to you, faithful 49ers fans. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, I see the potential for a solid addition. On the other, I worry about the implications of bringing in a player with a checkered injury history. Will he be the missing piece we need? Or is it a risk we can't afford to take? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Let's get this conversation going. Should the 49ers take a chance on Asante Samuel Jr., or should they look elsewhere? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on all things 49ers. And make sure to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates.